Jamboard is Google's presentation software and it can be found at jamboard.google.com or in the shelf with the J that is an orange colour. Once you get to this screen where you see all your jams, if you go to the bottom right, you get a plus sign, and clicking on that opens you a new jam. When a new jam opens, you're presented with a blank white frame, and there are some tools down the left-hand side. By default, you've got the pointer. Now, these tools are quite good because they work with the Clever Touch. If you tap these with a Clever Touch pen, you'll be able to write on this frame and it will record what you're writing rather than just do it as an ink layer. So it does behave like ProWise or Smart used to. So there's the pen options, nice and circular, so you can tap on it with a pen or with a mouse or with your finger. You've got options of different types of pens and a very basic palette of colours. Fountain pen green, and you can write away. So there's features there. There's also a rubber, which means you can rub things out. And then there's a rather nice sticky note function, which sticks a post-it note on there. You can type whatever you want in there. Change the colours of it if you want. And when you click save, the post-it note appears on the jam. Now, you can type as many as you want and it keeps it open, but you can cancel. And once you've got it up, you can then drag it around. You can resize it. You can rotate it. And you've got options to edit, change the text in it, or to duplicate it, so you can make more and more copies of a post-it note and have it all around your Jamboard. These are quite nice that they can be done and they adapt to the size, so that you can put more text in, it will shrink. You also have the option of a laser pointer, which means you can draw attention to something, but then it doesn't leave a permanent mark, which can be quite useful. And if you tie it in with the remote features, you can do it to mark things from the back of your room. Another option we have as well is we have got the insert image. Now, this behaves just like all the other Google insert image things. You can do something from your file, or you can use a Google image search, so you can bring inspirational characters onto the screen at any point. Quick image search, again, it's going to be images that we've got a license to use, so it's all fair game for us to use. I'll put myself a nice picture of Mr. Vader in here. Again, the pictures come on, I can resize them using the handles, I can rotate them, and I can use the pen tool to annotate them. I can add speech bubbles or anything I want. Quite a limited option, but there is things there that you can do to them. Final option you have as well is if you go to the background, you can add dotty paper or isometric, you can add lined paper, squared paper, or you can even go to a very, very limited colour palette. There is a graph option, which is just inverted square paper, which is a bit better for some people's eyes. That is your basics for Jamboard. You can add more and more frames on the top. There's no limit to how many frames you can have. And then once you've got many, you can use the frame management tool to see them all along the top. Things to remember as well, just like all other Google software, you've got the icon in the top corner, which would take me back to Jamboard Home. And if you just click in there, you can rename it. Looking at the snowman over on the far side, you've got actions such as renaming, download it as a non-interactive PDF. So if you just want to print some off, a bit like PowerPoint in presentation mode. And you've got the option to save a frame as a picture, which is then if you want to embed it in somewhere else, you can. It's still being updated at the moment. This make copy can be quite useful if you're using it in a classroom. Sharing settings are there, so you can add a collaborator to this document. Again, you can get other people involved, just like with any other Google app, or you can make it so that you share the link on the internet or with just people from DJS. Again, you've got the option to have people just viewing, or you can have people sort of editing or commenting. That is the basics of Jamboard. So I'm going to save this one as Darth, and I've now saved a Jamboard.